Hello everyone, this is our Hobbies and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be painting snowy mountains and wildflowers and acrylics. And also you can now follow me on my Instagram. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And this is the preview of my final painting and its design version. And these are the brushes and the materials that I've used. I've used brush paper and I've used bottle paints and tube paints. The first step is sky, and these are the colors used for the sky. Sky blue, cobalt blue, and white. As you can see that I've sketched out the clouds and I'm doing the sky using cobalt blue, and this is the first layer of the sky, and for the first layer of sky I've just used cobalt blue, and for the second layer of the sky I've just added just a bit of white into my cobalt blue. I went lighter as I went down. And I'm gonna blend the layers of the sky using a clean brush. I also gave a hint of sky blue into the sky. Now I am painting a thick coat of white onto my clouds using my flat brush. And then I took just a bit of cobalt blue on the tip of my brush and I just went to the circular motions. And you have to do this step while the white is still wet on the cloud. And I am painting the second cloud in the same way. I'm making that part of the first cloud a bit more darker to make the second cloud a bit more visible. Now I'm giving some touch-ups to the clouds, and you just have to play with the colors here. And make sure that you are blending the ending area of the clouds. the next step is mountains, and these are the colors that I use for mountains. Now I am coating my mountains with gray, which is actually a mixture of black and white. I also added a hint of cobalt blue into the gray mixture. And I'm going to be painting the right side of the big mountain a bit light by adding just a bit of white into my gray mixture. Now I'm giving highlights to the mountains by adding just a bit of white into the gray and cobalt blue mixture. Now I'm adding more highlights by adding a bit of white, and I'm doing this step while the mountains are still wet. I am giving the mountains a three-dimensional effect by adding the steps and shadows on one side and highlights on the other. Now I am making the highlights more opaque. And the white crevices that I'm painting on the mountains depicts the snow, and you can also call it glaciers of the mountains. And please make sure to subscribe, like, and share my channel Art Hobbies. The mountains I painted here are also called snowy mountains. They are also nicknamed as snowies. These mountains are a region of New South Wales in Australia. These mountains are beautiful all around the year and attracts many visitors seeking nature-based and adventure holidays. The art material I showed is completely optional. You can use any synthetic flat and round brushes you have. Just be careful about the paper you use when painting in acrylics. I use 400 GSM acrylic paper. You may also use canvas board for the painting. The same rule applies for the paints. You can use any shade you have, and you can always refer to the color swatch chart that I made specially for the beginners. I also try to show all the steps in detail. I also show how I am mixing colors on my palette. now it's time to paint the green grasses, and these are the colors that I've used for the green grasses. And now I am painting the grasses near the mountains, or you can say in the background, using leaf green. I'm also going to be adding a touch of hooker's green and yellow to it. I gave the hooker's green touch on the right side, and I gave the lemon yellow touch on the left side. And make sure that you blend both the lemon yellow and hooker's green together, and you have to blend them while they're still wet. And I have used like a clean brush to blend them. Now I'm painting the grasses which are in middle using lemon yellow. I'm also adding just a bit of deep green. And also make sure that you blend your yellow grasses with the other grasses. Grasses below the lemon yellow using a mix of deep green and hooker's green. Now I added more hooker's green to my deep green, but this time I kept it a bit diluted. Now I painted the stems using hooker's green with my big flat brush. You can use any brush. And the most exciting part of the painting, which are flowers, and these are the colors used for the flowers. So I painted all my flowers with using my white, and I let the white coat dry first, and then I moved to the second step, which was painting the magenta on it. So now I'm painting the magenta. So for loading the magenta on the brush is you have to first load your brush completely in your white, and then take a bit of magenta on the tip of your brush and just make odd looking dots on the. You just have to make your flowers textured, okay? And you have to use a bit more paint here to make your flowers look a bit more textured. And for that step, I am using the Mimic Kolinsky small flat brush number 4, and we can also use a detailing brush. Now I am painting the flowers in the back using a mix of white and magenta. Now I am making the stems more darker using my hooker's green. Now I painted the flowers in the back using my white. I added white dot first, and then I took just a bit of magenta triple brush, and when the white was still wet, I just put some dots, and I'm making like small stems around them using my hooker's green. Now I'm also going to be adding some yellow flowers in the background, and no white is required for them. You just have to put yellow dots, and then you just have to make a small stems around them using hooker's green. Now I'm adding few white flowers in the painting. Now I am painting the tree in the far background using my hooker's green. As you guys can see, I sketched out the tree first using my chalk. Now I'm giving touch-ups here. I just added more magenta to my flowers. And now I'm adding some cobalt blue and mauve flowers in the painting using my Mimic Kolinsky brush. And I'm also adding some yellow dots in the valley. And ta-da! Painting is ready. Hi, this is Mrs. Corny. Make sure that you subscribe this channel and also don't forget to like. Bye-bye, take care, and thanks for watching.